Thank you, Chair. I couldn't help but, as Dr. Baird was pursuing his line of inquiry, think about Dr. Cordova, one of those areas that I have great interest in, which of course is the National Science Foundation's established program to stimulate competitive research, EPSCoR, affectionately known to all of us, which aims to assist states and universities in rural areas, underserved areas. It was updated by Congress 2 years ago based on outside panel recommendations. Could you visit for a moment about how NSF is implementing these changes and making sure the program is best serving rural states, yes, like Oklahoma too?
We're very proud of the EPSCoR program, very pleased with its results. As you know, there have been graduates from the program, so it's done what it intended to do. There have been several of those states that have achieved more capacity to do more research, and so that's great. We have we are constantly reviewing the program, tooling it up for more and better collaborations. What I've seen over the last few years is that we've reached out to assimilate other programs within the EPSCoR program, the goals, whether you take artificial intelligence or quantum or our goals for STEM education, and made sure that the EPSCoR proposers had the opportunities to be in those areas as well. So I think things are going very well in the EPSCoR program, and we'd certainly like the feedback of any members. I go out a lot to EPSCoR states, and I just see the kinds of things they're achieving. And again, I'm very proud that Congress stood up that program.
Absolutely. Dr. Cordova, I share Chairwoman Johnson's concerns about a STEM-ready workforce. And it appears that many companies, American companies, are in desperate need of those kind of individuals, STEM-ready. You recently worked with the administration on a new 5-year strategy for STEM education across the federal government. How will this plan help address those industry needs, I should say?
Yes, in early December, the White House Office of OSTP rolled out the STEM education plan, and we agencies all had a lot of fingerprints on it, and I think it's just a great plan. It actually speaks to, among other things, the need for a diverse and inclusive workforce, and there's a lot of emphasis on programs like our Includes programs that is broadening participation that will help get us there. And at the time of the rollout of the STEM education plan, we were pleased to report that 5 other agencies of the federal government, including NIH and NASA, NIST, USGS, were joining the Includes program to broaden participation, and STEM education is, of course, a great way to do that. Other elements of the plan really articulate the need for a skilled technical workforce, and as was mentioned in the earlier conversation, the board and NSF are working very hard to increase the attention on the need for a skilled technical workforce. I did mention in my opening remarks the Advanced Technological Education Program, which we've had for 30+ years at NSF. That is mostly in community college, and its whole focus is on skilling the workforce. The president has a special committee on the American worker, and that is very, very focused on reskilling and upskilling the workforce for the technical jobs of the future. So I've seen in just the last few years a tremendous emphasis in that direction, and I think our National Science Board has rightly pointed out that we should increase and even accelerate those efforts. In fact, one other thing I'd like to mention we're doing is we have a statistical agency in NSF called NCSES, the National Center for Science and Engineering Statistics, and they have taken on a new effort to assess what is the current situation for skilled workers. How many do we have? Where are they located? What do industries need for the future? Where are the gaps and all? So I think we're going to see a lot more emphasis on this as we go forward.
Dr. Sylvain, could you share for just a moment the board's perspective on this too?
Certainly. I think that since September of 2018, when we started our Skilled Technical Workforce Task Force, I think we've been looking very hard at the issue of the needs of skilled technical workers across all levels. I can think of one of the listening sessions we did at Macomb Community College in Michigan, where there were members of industry that were there that had many, many jobs available, open at the 80K level or higher, but didn't have the right applicants to be able to fill them. And this partnership, which came through an ATE program funded by NSF, together with the local industry, together with the local community colleges, more than just Macomb, we're doing something about drawing students in and trying to partner them and have them learn the skills that they need with 2 years of training to be able to go on and enter these important jobs, maybe then going on later to a 4-year college or graduate school or something else, but entering the workforce and addressing this critical need. Certainly when we visited LIGO in Louisiana, we had the privilege of talking with David Barker there, who was responsible for the 2-story HVAC system. And without this system, which is far more technically complex than an HVAC system was 10 years ago or 20 years ago, certainly the Nobel Prize winners would not have been able to get the Nobel Prize without that. There's a real need there.